Marvin L. Jackson. Grew up in New Jersey. I'm currently, United States Army Ranger. I'm out of the military now. I've been out for some years. I made a bunch of wrong choices. When I got out the military, I became the pharmaceutical giant, which led me to places that I didn't like being, but the consequences of my behavior led me to prison for being a drug dealer. Let's just, cut through the chase. But, I had my reasons why I did it. And, the lifestyle became addictive. And then later on in life, I became addicted and continued the same behavior, sent me back to prison once again. In 2018, I found myself in a handcuffed again. I'm 50 plus years old and handcuffs again. Me, this Army Ranger, quick thinker, smart, come from a good cloth for family. Doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. Addiction does not discriminate. And for me to be with my background, my military background, my family members, the people I grew up around with, listen, it snuffed me out. And it had me caught in a grip where I've hurt a lot of people. But no greater than harming me. I harmed myself more than anybody could ever harm. So I found myself in handcuffs in September 1st, 2018, actually. And my house was raided. Well, actually, they picked me up in one place and took me to my house. I kind of gave them consent to raid because I really ain't had none, but of course they found something. We don't know how it got there, but something was found and I was arrested and sitting in my front yard watching my neighbors and looking over there at my family outside in the heat while the police with a dog was running through my house. That was kind of like my spiritual awakening. When I'm put it on me, when I'm doing things that I know better, but when you're in addiction don't know better. Addiction wants to maim you, kill you, destroy you, leave you spiritually dead, bankrupt. How much money you got, where you got the money from, how much you want to get, is just waiting for you to take it all. And that's what it did to me. So I put my butt in treatment and I went in there open-minded. Something's wrong with you. Really, bro? I put myself in treatment and I did everything, and a lot of people was much younger than me. A lot of people were older than me as far as my counseling. And my counselor was really, really good. And I just opened up to him. We worked on some issues that I didn't even know I had. My sister passing where I was holding on to a lot of guilt and shame. Being caught in that lifestyle, leaving my children, going to prison, and I could have stayed in the military and probably got out as a command sergeant major. I chose to be a pharmaceutical giant. And I ain't going to lie, I wouldn't trade my story for nothing. I made a lot of money, but I hurt a lot of people. Like I said, no more than hurting me, because the consequences all fall on me. So after treatment, when I was in treatment, Brian from Reentry came up there. And I was like, who's this guy, wheelchair, talking slick. I said, I'm going to meet him. So I got his card. And I think the second day I was out of treatment, I connected with Brian. And he just, I have nothing but great things to say about Brian and Reentry, because they helped me. I ain't had no license. I ain't had no resume. I was still emotionally bruised. My spirit was bankrupt. And just looking at him gave me inspiration. And I went and did their program. And what I got from them was a resume, a job, in school, my license back, my self-esteem, my courage. I got me back. And I'm still on my journey. Don't get me wrong. And it's one day at a time. It's a one day at a time process. You got to trust the process. So as I kept going to meetings, then I met somebody through Reentry, the STARS program, and another beautiful person in my life, Nicole Doherty, just guided me into school. She was like, you can do this. I'm like, I can't. I was open. So I went to school and I completed the school. I got my certifications. I'm waiting on my state licenses now, coach specialist, and my job will be sending me to school for my if it wasn't for this corona, I'd probably be in school now for my CADC. But like I said, you got to just trust the process, and I just gotta. So I just keep coming. I go to work. I work for New Jersey Associations on Corrections. What I do there is I run a didactic in the morning, and I monitor the place overnight. And then when I leave there, I work for a preferred behavioral health group. What I do there, I'm veteran support. I usually work with veterans side by side, but they also, I'm not going to say use me, but teach me. They teach me on hands training as far as running groups, giving drug screens, learning the business, mental health, sitting in on intakes. I'm just learning. So they're highly educated, and they teach me and they guide me. I'm learning. Right, I'm getting ready to go now, and because I'm working from home. The blessing is that I'm getting 2 paychecks. Sometimes I have to question my am I goal set? Am I doing the right thing? Am I where I need to be? And do I have what I'm supposed to have? So I have all the things a man's supposed to have. And the question is not yet, absolutely not. But what I do have is a God of my understanding today. I have a spiritual awakening, I'm spiritually and emotionally wealthy. Not financially wealthy yet, but my spirit is full. And I'm just trying to keep this balance.